Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Brew Log. I have a very special first ever. There we go. Not once ever. I hope to do this in the future. But first ever event planned, and it involves this lovely box right here. So as you can see, this is an advent calendar from Special Brews. Special Brews is a excuse me. I got watch beeping going on. Special Brews is a bottle shop that's down in the Lynnwood area. I actually posted their address in the description below. And yeah, if you want to pick up a beer advent calendar for yourself, give Special Brews a look and see if it's something that you're interested in. So they do have 1 through 24, and they did tell me that the 24th beer will be a actual Christmas themed beer. So I don't know, because I wanted it to be a surprise. I don't know if any of the other beers will be Christmas themed or holiday themed or anything like that. It is completely and utterly a mystery. I didn't even bother to take the top off and open it up. I wanted it to be 100% authentically a mystery. So I'm super excited for this. I've never done anything like this before, and I think that it'll be an absolute blast. So I'm waiting right now the last 4 minutes until midnight, because then technically it will be the 1st of December. I live here in Washington State, in the United States, so we're on Pacific Standard Time. And so I'm going to be trying to do these on midnight or at midnight every day. So tonight, obviously, at midnight, I will open up number 1. From there, I'm going to pop onto Google, and I will look up the overview of the brewery and the beer as best as I possibly can. I don't think it should take me too long to do that. And then, we'll talk about the beer. I'll crack open whichever brew it may be. And hopefully, I asked Special Brews to curate or put together a package that showcases all different styles from all different breweries, all different beers, everything. So, I'm hoping that there's a very good amount of diversity to all of this. So, what do we got? Oh, the first day is like Christmas morning, like when you're laying in bed and you're waiting for, just the sound of your parents rustling around just so that you can leap out of bed and go down and start opening gifts. That's literally the feeling that I have right now. I guess it's a good thing, because it really, hopefully that comes across as my genuine and honest love for the craft brewing industry. I love doing these videos. I love doing the podcast with Brandon, and I really do. I don't get paid to do any of this. In fact, it costs me money to do all of it, which is perfectly fine. I really do. I love showcasing the different stories, the different breweries, the different beers, everything that fully encompasses the craft brewing industry. So now I will also say, I do know that doing these so late, more than likely, there's probably not going to be a whole heck of a lot of you out there that are going to watch these. So I do have this up on StreamYard. So if anybody does happen to comment, then awesome. I will I'll bring you up on screen, and we'll share in the joy of the craft brewing industry together in the 24 days of Brews-mas. Brews-mas with Brews-mas. No, that's a stupid title. So yeah, oh man, we've got 20 seconds left. Oh, I'm so excited. I am so pumped right now. Oh, I can't wait to crack this open. So Christmas in general has always been kind of my favorite holiday and everything. So it's not surprising that I can take the beer aspect and push it into my joy for Christmas. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock. Woohoo! All right, let's crack open the very first one. Oh. All right, what do we got? Oh God, I can barely get my fat hand in there. Ooh, so this is Mirage. Let's see here. This is so on the front of the can it says Mirage More Reality. So there's the look of that. It is a New England style IPA brewed with Chinook Incognito and Chinook Salvo, and double dry hopped with more Chinook and Chinook hop hash. Wow. Okay, so there's a lot going on to this one. Brewed and canned by Mirage Beer Company, Seattle, Washington. So let's go to miragebeer.com. And after this is all concluded and everything, I will go and I'll post the link to Mirage beer in the description. Mirage beer, Seattle, Washington. Okie dokie. Oh, I got to punch in my date of birth. Oops. No, I don't want to go to the bottle club. I just want to go to the store, I guess, maybe. Oh, okay. So I'm not finding much on here. Here, I'll show you real quick. Whoops. Go figure. I wasn't ready. Okay, so when I went to Mirage here, this is all I saw. And yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Untapped. And we'll wait for that to load. And then let's see. I need to find search. Mirage beer. I spell that right? Yep, I did. Okay, so brewery. Oh, they didn't find anything. Okay. So unfortunately, not finding much, but that's okay. Was it Mirage Brew? Yeah, Mirage Beer Co. Nope, still not finding anything. All right. Well, whoops. Oh well. Yeah. I guess from not finding anything, sometimes that happens. My guess is that they're probably a new brewery or a fairly new brewery. So literally when I looked up miragebeer.com, they just had a store and you can sign up for like a bottle. What is that? Bottle exchange or a bottle program. There are a couple of breweries that they do that. I know Structures Brewing up in Bellingham is one of them that I can think of right off the top of my head. And so they have their, at store storefront, brewery front. And then you can sign up for their monthly bottle subscription or something like that. And then limited releases will go to you. And yeah, you'll get to enjoy something that not many get to enjoy. So let me grab a glass real quick. Go figure. I wasn't fully prepared. And yeah, we'll crack into this thing. Okay, there we go. I have so much stuff around me right now that it's hard to even move around in my shop. All right. Ooh, that smells delicious. So the nose on this, just from cracking it open, it smelled very juicy. Fruity kind of juices. I almost smelled, it's hard to tell, but I almost smelled like a tangerine juice or citrus. It was definitely a citrus smell. So trying to get this without as much foam as possible, but I failed. Oh well. So yeah, there's and the foam's jiggling at the top there. There's the look at that. And it looks like it's a hazy. So in part that's probably because of just pouring it. Like I said, this is a New England style IPA. From what I've found with New England style IPAs is they're a little bit they're a little bit hoppy, but they're not too overly hoppy. I have I have no doubt that this will probably be a fairly hop forward beer, just with how they said that it's got Chinook Incognito, Chinook Salvo. It's double dry hopped with more Chinook and Chinook hop hash. So yeah, there's a lot of hops going on right now with this. So yeah, let's give it a smell. Ooh. So yeah, very, very citrus aroma comes out. And you're definitely getting that piney resinous hop forward smell. So my guess on that was correct. All right. Well, without further ado, I raise my glass and I cheers to the brew venture of finding new brews, to good friends, and to easing the stresses of life away. Cheers, everyone. Let's give it a drink. And yeah, happy first day of Brews-mas. Okay, so even though it has all of those, hops and they talk about, how it's double dry hopped and everything, it's actually quite smooth. It's, and if I sound surprised, it's because I am. Yeah, there's a really, really nice citrusy flavor, juicy flavor to this. That is balanced very well with that hop flavor. So this doesn't taste like a lot of IPAs that are like your traditional style New England or Northwest, West Coast, East Coast. It's not like your traditional IPA that you would think of, where some of them it tastes like you're just sipping on a pine cone. This is very, very nicely balanced with the citrus and the hops. It does have kind of a dry back end to it for the mouthfeel. So it kind of heightens its hop flavor as you let it kind of sit in your mouth and let it coat and just kind of slowly bring out all of the flavors that it can bring out. So yeah, that's phenomenal. Thank you, Special Brews, for choosing the Mirage More Reality. I'm wondering if I just didn't look up the right thing. I want to give this one more try. Aha! The beer Google strikes again. All right. So now I'm finding some stuff here. Okay. And I will pop this on over to, sorry, I screwed up. That's the great thing about live, right? Is, you never know what you might get. Whoa, what did I do? See what I mean? Okay, so, all right. On here, it says More Reality is the actual name of the beer. See, I screwed up. 7.2% ABV, no IBUs listed. IBUs, again, are just the international bittering unit. So how high the number is will depend on how bitter it comes across. Mirage says it's hoppy, very hoppy, all hoppy, burns hoppy, hoppy. So, and they say that, and it's, I don't know, it's hoppy, but it's not overly hoppy, which is kind of what's throwing me for a loop. Typically, I'm not a huge fan of hoppy beers, but yeah, I mean, it's delightful. I'm not gonna lie, it is definitely delightful. I like how much citrus juiciness there is to it to balance out all of that hop, that they have in it. So it's a very, if somebody doesn't really 100% care for an IPA, they still might like this, I know I like it. So, yeah, let's pop on back over here to, this is the Untapped page for Mirage, out of Seattle, Washington, small farmhouse focused brewery in the Puget Sound, Seattle area. So, yeah, again, not much about them, but I mean, at least that's some more information than I was able to provide you here, just a couple of seconds ago or minutes ago. So, all right. Whoops. Whoa. Calm down. All right. Well, I have a viewer. I don't know who's viewing, but whoever you may be. Hi. I hope you're enjoying the first episode of Brews-mas, or the Brews-mas special. I'm still trying to figure out 100% what I want to call this. So, yeah, just to recap, I'm going to be trying to do this every night for 24 nights leading up to Christmas. Obviously, today is December 1st here in Washington land, where it is now 12:13 a.m. And yeah, I was super excited to showcase this to everybody. So I hope you enjoy. Oh, it's Art. Art says, "Hey, broski." How's it going, Art? I should have known it was you. You're always on my live feeds. I love it. I appreciate all and every support that that anybody gives to the Brew Log and to the Taproom Table podcast. So, Art, thanks for joining in. Thanks for commenting. And yeah, I'm probably gonna cut this one short, just because I don't really have a whole heck of a lot more to talk about, but if you have any questions, real quick, feel free to ask. So I don't know if you heard about what it was that I was drinking tonight. This is More Reality. Is an IPA. It is a New England style IPA brewed by Mirage Brewing Company. And yeah, so they brewed it with Chinook Incognito, Chinook Salvo, double dry hopped with more Chinook and Chinook hop hash. So you know what? Let's Google here real quick. What is hop hash? All right. So hop hash is an extremely potent form of hops that is the result of the pelletizing process. Hop hash is a raw and unpolished product that is collected by hand from the pelletzer. Hop hash is highly concentrated lupulin, but varies widely in consistency and form, ranging from a fine powder to sticky, oily clumps. So, and it literally looks like just like powdered, powdered hops, pretty much. Lupulin or lupulin, I believe, is the resin. Don't quote me on this, but it is the resin that is found inside of a hop bud. So, yeah, and I have a feeling that it's probably called hop hash because the hop bud and the marijuana bud share a lot of very similar characteristics. So dry. And then I figured, for an added little extra info here, I figured I would type in what is double dry hopped, because you'll hear that from time to time, especially in IPAs and a couple other beer classifications as well. But I know I've heard it and I haven't looked it up enough to really know what it is off the top of my head. And so pretty much what double dry hopped is, it is a version, a double dry hopped version can mean adding double the hops at the same time you would with a single hopped beer. Or some breweries split it up, doing a first charge that's the same amount of hops as the base recipe and adding a second charge later on. So yeah, basically it's just what that means. It's either double the amount of hops, dry hops, put into the brew and, doing its thing. Or it could be one amount of dry hops, and then that's, steeped or whatever it's called. And it's, chills in the brew for a while, and then that's pulled out. And then a second charge or a second batch amount of hops, dried hops, is put into the brew to do the same thing. So basically giving it more hoppy characteristics and, supercharging it. And with this one, to say it's supercharged is, it sounds like it's an understatement. So, but yeah, I mean, it really is. It's a phenomenal beer, and I can't get over how good this actually is. The reason I say that I can't get over how good it is typically I'm not a huge hop head. I'm not a huge IPA, connoisseur, or I'm not a huge IPA drinker. So I have a very limited amount of IPAs that I actually do enjoy drinking. And if I do go for an IPA, I kind of lean towards the sweeter IPAs. So like milkshake IPAs and citrus IPAs, stuff like that. And I think that's kind of why I have such a liking to this, is because it is very citrus forward, but it's also very balanced with those hops. So yeah, fantastic beer. Once again, thank you, Special Brews. I will link the description, or I will link Mirage Brewing's website down below. So if you do want to check out them, then feel free. They did have a bottle club that you could join. And then I also, like I said earlier, I have the address for Special Brews linked down below as well. And I know Special Brews has an Instagram account, and I'm pretty sure they have a Facebook page as well. So I might link those down below as well. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me for the first episode of the 24 days of Brews-mas. I can't wait to come in from work tomorrow and crack open the second one, see what it is, and go from there. So have a great night. Stay safe out there. Support your independent craft brewers. And I'll see you guys for the next episode of the Brew Log. Thank you very much. Oh, well, sorry. Before I sign off, what do you say? From here, it looks like straight up orange juice. Oh, I'll check them out. Yeah, I mean, it really does. It kind of tastes like a hop forward orange juice as well. So, yeah. All right. Thank you guys. Have a great night.